Shalom, Markins from Karma Pasham, James London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole for that pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video, and as other brothers have been doing videos, and there's a lot going on in the UK at the moment. There's riots all over the country, kind of pretty much, right? All these different pockets with these we've got the EDL, English Defence League, supposedly defending Britain and its identity, causing all kind of problems and issues in the country right now. A lot of riots and violence and going on right now. But these are all things that we expect to see in the last days, is it not? Right? These are things we expect to come, and these, as you keep saying, is just really only the beginning of things to come. And this chaos that's being created, okay, is all organized and orchestrated, right? On the left hand side with these wicked elites, they want the chaos, okay? They want the tensions between races and peoples, to explode, right? To create this this anger, this animosity, this violence, okay, this instability, right? It's all used as an excuse to bring in tighter regulations, stricter laws, a reason to bring in to use a strong arm against the people, right? So it's easy to manipulate these dudes, right? These are where they say the baser sort of men. These men don't even know really what it is that they can't even what's the word? They can't even really say what it is that they really have a problem with it. What they say doesn't make sense, and at the end of the day, they just don't like foreigners. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day, right? And they've been incited. They've been batteries been put in their back to rise up and supposedly do something bad. Take back the country. These fucking men did. They got no fucking army. They got just a bunch of football hooligans. That's all they fucking got. The men are crying already and shit. When they get into altercations with these these different races, Muslims and black people and that kind of, they're already fucking crying and shit already. But this is all orchestrated chaos that's taking place in the earth right now. But the end is not yet. It's gonna further increase. And like I said, the government, UK government right now is speaking about stronger measures, harsher sentencing to anybody participating in riots or things of that nature. And these can be applied to anybody. It's being brought in because of these dudes, and what's going on around that. But they could apply that to anybody they deem to, because they use very vague, grey terms, that very broad terms that they could really, if they wanted to, put it on anybody. Any type of protest, you could the man could lock you up and just give you a harsher sentence. Whether you did anything or not. So we know Esau wants to bring more harsher regulation. He wants to use a more strong arm in society, man. And these, he creates these situations for the reasons for that. And the majority of people are going to agree, because these men are out of control right now. These men are out of control right now. And so the majority of the people are going to, think, they're going to agree with the government in doing what they're going to do, not knowing that really ultimately it's going to be a detriment to themselves also in the end, But yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit going on right now. Brothers got to be circumspect, because these motherfuckers, they could pop up in any fucking location, in their groups, and jump a person just because they're so supposedly a foreigner, even if they're born here. They'll deem them as a foreigner because they don't look like them, or whatever the case may be. But these are just the basis sort of Esau. They're simple as hell, man. They don't know what the fuck, they don't understand shit. Okay, they're being driven by just raw emotion. You know what I mean? They don't know shit. They don't know why they don't, they think they do, but they can't, articulate it at all, you know? And that's been made obvious, when these guys have been interviewed and shit. These men don't know what the fuck, they're just, beasts. They're just brute beasts at the end of the day. And you got guys like Tommy Robinson who are inciting these men to do that while he's taking a vacation in fucking Cyprus somewhere. He's fucking agents, man. Agent provocateur, man. Just, getting man to do some crazy shit, But yeah, that's what's, that's the story in the UK right now. And it's, like I said, it's continuing. And, we'll see what happens with it. But we know Esau wants to bring in them harsher regulations, right? So I'm going to get to that, but I'm going to open up with this. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there should be sedition among men. Let me start from 14, right? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? Now, some of these men had machetes out there. Some men are getting beaten down with planks of wood. It's happening already, right? And like I said, this is not even the worst of it yet. This country, all these nations are going to get completely out of control, right? And the citizens are going to beg for control, for stability. And so they're going to give all types of power, or agree with all these things these governments are going to do in order to quash the chaos. It says, so for the sword, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, right? And invading one another, they should not regard their kings nor princes, right? So, let's say you got the police out there, they're getting fucking, bricked and molotoved and all kinds of shit, Police are getting injured, from these mobs and shit. So these guys are not giving a fuck, because they're just brute beasts. They don't, you know what I mean? They're just fucking acting wild. You know what I'm saying? They're just acting wild, man. Oh, they're invading, they're taking over, when they're still crazy majority on the planet, in the country. They're the vast majority, man. They're talking about minorities that really can't do shit, realistically, about taking over. But them man are just upset that, they're just not, they're not competitive. They can't keep competitive, man. They're just, like I said, they're simple guys, and their industries have been destroyed. Their towns are fucking gone down the fucking sink, because their industries are dried up, and the men ain't got no skills other than to drink pints, to drink man under the table. That's what they got, and so they're upset with the foreigners taking our jobs. Oh, they're taking our jobs. We ain't got no jobs. But you ain't fucking looking for work, because there's jobs out there. You just don't want to do them, These men are walking contradictions all day long, but they're mad. They're just mad. They're mad and sad, and sad and mad. They are like the real triple time losers of Esau. You know what I'm saying? So they're just angry. Their spirit, they got angry spirit. They just hate. They hate. Hate's real, man. Hate ain't gone away. Racism ain't gone away, man. This world it's fucking full of shit. We've moved on since then. No, we ain't. We've progressed since then. No, you ain't. There's vast, people, majorities of people that feel this way. Some of them do something about it. Some don't, just sit down and shut up. But a lot of people think it. Racism in the minds of everybody, right? These men, like I said, it's just easy to incite these base assault, So anyway, he says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Right? They're going to do what they want, right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? So cities, towns are being troubled right now. Okay, not to this extent, what we're reading here, because like I said, it's going to get worse, right? But, people are troubled right now. People are afraid, Like, certainly when I'm walking around now, I've got to be, be super circumspect, man. You don't want to bump into a group of these men, So, people are on edge right now, right? So the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So in that time where there's lack of food, man, you think these guys are going to give a shit about rolling through your house and killing you if need be to take what they need? Man, they ain't going to give two Fs, man. Right? They already hate your guts. And, you know, that's good to say the heart of men shall wax cold, man. People are not going to give a shit. And like I said, it's already rearing its ugly head. this coldness, okay, this anger, you know. So it has begun, right? So this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse it's up on the top. So he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? It's like we keep telling you, we're in the end times. Right? You people don't want to believe it, but we're in the end times, man. Shit is just going fucking left, like way left. Quickly. You know, it's just getting worse and worse. And you people just think, oh, we'll get through it. We're coming to the point in time where you ain't going to get through this, man. Okay, there ain't going to be no turning point where you're going to recover and go back to peaceful days, wherever the fuck that is, right? It's not going to occur. Okay, this is going to go down and go down hard. Yeah, this place is going to, Esau's kingdom is going to go down hard. Right? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Okay, again, these are nothing more uproars in the world. It's just everywhere. There's so much uproars happening everywhere. It's like, it's inescapable, right? It's like inescapable fact, man. The people in this earth are fucking angry and pissed off, you know? The people on the earth are mourning, right? Because of the wickedness and everything that's, you know, it's brought forth, right? Because Esau is in rulership. And like I said, he's behind it on the left-hand side, you know, creating all these problems, man. Okay, the Most High's got him playing the devil, right? And so he's doing devilish works, right? He's doing what he's made to do. You know, fulfilling his part in prophecy, bringing the world into ruin. You know, you so-called white people are not the saviors of the world, man. You're the destroyers of this world, right? You're the destroyers of this world, man. And all your great fucking wisdom, your pseudo wisdom, you've destroyed the fucking world, man. All because you want a birthright that never belonged to you. You know? Because you're unfaithful ass. You know, because you was unfaithful. You know? And this is what you do, because you're fucked up. You fucked up, man. Right? So verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For light as all that is made in the world, for light as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest. Right? So these are all parts of all signs of the end times that are manifesting before your very eyes, man. These are not, you know, all these issues that, you know, the world is facing, it's not by coincidence. Okay, they are manifesting because it's the word of the Heavenly Father taking place. You know? It's from Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince who is standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Right? So like I said, you know, what this world's about to experience, no place has ever experienced it before, man. You know, the sort of chaos and the violence that's going to occur on this place, in this place, man. These are nothing but teasers that we're witnessing. Even though it's looking, you know, you watch the news, man, it's quite impressive. These men are going to all these different towns and cities or whatever, and you know, lighting it up, causing all kinds of problems and shit, burning hotels and doing all kinds of madness, right? You know, and these other you know, other nations that they're retaliating, you know, these Muslim groups and that they're retaliating and shit. You know, these Edomites are smashing graves and putting paint on Muslim graves and shit, man. They're going they're going crazy. You know, so people are getting mad on both sides. So the violence, you know, is gonna continue, right? And like you said, you got agents out there on social media, you know, kind of fanning the flames kind of thing. You know, because they're agents, they're part of this thing too. You know, all by design, right? So again, so there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Right? So the times that are coming in, there's only gonna be a few people that are gonna make it through it unscathed. Well, not unscathed, because the elect are still gonna go through it, man. Right? They're gonna have to face tribulation, but they're gonna be saved. Right? They're gonna be saved out of it. Right? These nations, they're gonna go through what they go through, get judgments and all that kind of stuff. But then whoever's left, man, is gonna go into slavery. You know. I wanted to bring this out, right? Because like I said, these Edomites, man, they just got, they just filled with hate. They're just hateful creatures anyway, you know. So some of them are racist, some of them are secret racist. Wherever they, whatever side of the fence they sit on, they all have this idea of Jake, you know, and they look down upon us, man, and they don't like it when we do well, or you know, they just don't like us, man, because it's a spiritual thing. Okay, ever since ever since the garden and the serpent and Eve, right? There should be enmity between seeds of the woman's seed and the serpent's seed, all right, which manifested itself later on down the line as Jacob and Esau, right? And they were fighting each other in the womb, right? So they never really got on, right? And there's a deep hatred in Esau. Like I said, he's just angry. These fucking basic simple Edomites, they don't know shit. They don't really know what they're doing. You know, they're just acting on their feelings, right? Because it's ingrained in them. You know, because they've been jumping Jake out there too. So it's just like, and that's not even how the whole thing started. You know, but because they're just hateful. They're just hateful, man. You know, they're doing all kinds of shit, right? And they're supposed to be quote unquote Christians, even though they never stepped foot inside of a fucking church. You know what I'm saying? But they're defenders of the country. You know, all this rhetoric. When all they do is fucking down pints all fucking day, man. They're losers at the end of the day. These fucking Edomites are losers. Right? And they're just mad because they're fucking losers, man. You know, Esau done them dirty. They shut down the industries and they ain't got no fucking proper job no more. They're sitting getting benefits. And they're just seeing, other people doing better than them. These foreigners, immigrants, doing better than them. So they're angry. They're just angry. Their culture's changing. They don't want to see the culture change. They don't want to see their fish and chip shop and pie and mash shop close down. You know what I mean? And a curry spot open up in its place, or jerk chicken place. They don't want to see that, man. They want to see betting shops and fucking and pubs. Yeah, man. But anyway, let's carry on anyway. I've got to dip out in a second. Right, so Amos chapter 1 verse 11 says, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. His brother is Jacob, is us, the so-called black man. Right? They hate us. Right? So because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. Perpetually is ongoing, it's forever. Continuous. Right? When you see what he's done, what he's done to our people, man. What he put us through in slavery. That can only be done by someone that hates you, man. The way he did it, the way he went about doing it is crazy. How he treated us, how he dealt with us and our children, our women. You have to have fucking real fucking hate in your heart to do that shit. And these were all meant to be Christians. You know what I'm saying? So to hell you a fucking white Jesus, man. Ain't no white Jesus ever fucking done shit. But enslaved us. So yeah, he said and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. He's still angry. But like I said, the elites of Esau, man, they know what's up. Right? They don't like us, man. But they ain't stupid enough to just come and do some wild shit like this, man. They've been plotting and scheming. They've been putting strings from behind the scenes and, you know, trying to steal the birthright, you know, of Jacob by keeping us in wickedness. You know, by plotting our destruction, by you know, having us take the MOTB. That's what he's been planning, because he knows this is a spiritual war that he's kind of fighting. It ain't gonna be done by just, you know, trying to persecute him physically. He's done that. He tried that once. It didn't work. You know. So the Most High got to kind of do it for him. So he's trying to, you know, get us to take the MOTB for the Lord to destroy us, man. Thinking that he gonna be he gonna be left behind to rule. That's not what's gonna happen, man. You know, these devils got it twisted. Ezekiel 35 verse 5 says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right? Continuing on with this hatred thing, right? And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. The Lord is preparing you for judgment, man, for death and destruction. Okay, beginning with America. Right? But he's going to take all these kingdoms down simultaneously. Okay, when Yahushua turns out, right? So, and blood shall pursue thee, if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill these mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it wherein the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will even do according to thy anger, according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. Right? It's you that's got the problem. You do all this fucking reverse racist shit. It's just you, man. You're just the devil. You know, pleading victim all damn fucking time. It's your fault. Right? What's happening to you is your fault. Right? And I'm also going to make that very clear. Right? And so I will make myself known among them when I have judged you. Right? When judged thee, you. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. You know, we don't belong to you. Right? We belong to the Heavenly Father. We're the Lord's chosen people. Okay? It was not your right to put us in slavery and keep us basically in slavery, because we're still working for you. We're still working for your kingdom, to uphold your kingdom, to benefit you, the elites at the top. We're still working. Right? We're not your property. Okay? In fact, it's the very opposite. You're our property. Okay? The Most High have given the heathen to us for an inheritance, beginning with Yahushua. Right? But you know, right now you're taking the piss, man. You know? It says, thus with thy mouth, your mouth, ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Then saith the Lord power, Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. Right? That's what's coming. That's what we're waiting for. Right? As thou did rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so I will do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Right? So you rejoiced at our fall, man, and so we're rejoicing at yours. You know? We don't care that you go down. We want you to go down. You don't feel sad. Okay, you're our enemy. So of course we enjoy seeing your kingdom implode. You know, to fall to bits. Your stocks is crashing. You know, we like seeing all that shit. Wars on the horizon. Yeah, we like seeing all that shit, man. You know? Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, I quoted this earlier. It says, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Right? And this is what's playing out between, you know, Jacob and Esau, our descendants. Right? This enmity is playing a part. Is you know, coming to his head, man. It's playing out. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And like I said, it's an age-old beef, right? between us, the righteous seed, and the seed of the wicked, right? And they say we're in the last chapter of that, man, right before the wicked are destroyed, right? And I mentioned this earlier because I said we know that all this crazy shit that's going on, right? It's because the elites want it to go on. Only Most High's moving these guys on the left hand side to bring this about, but they want this what's the word? Destabilization to take place. Okay, for lack of better words right now. Right, so they want this, right? Because let's see if I can find Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer. Right. Here's an article. Right. This is what the Prime Minister is saying right now. Right. He's condemning the attacks. You got to condemn the attacks, right? But he's gone on to say, Starmer said that a standing army of specialist police officers will be deployed in areas of the country that experience bouts of unrest. So specialist police officers are being deployed, right? But they're changing a bunch of laws and sentencings because of this, right? So it's, like I said, it's an excuse to bring harsher, more draconian laws against the average citizen, essentially, right? Not got what I wanted out of that. This paragraph here says nearly 6,000 public order officers are being mobilized to respond to any disorder in the coming days, according to police sources. More than 400 arrests have been made so far after the days of disorder following the killing of 3 girls in Southport, fueled by misinformation spread online that the suspect was an asylum seeker. Was charging people. It's lucky, but I don't have the time. But you can look into it. But yeah, they're bringing more harsher laws in. But let me read this before I go. Right, Revelations 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming out of this earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So these political parties, okay, their intentions, no matter who it is you side with, red or blue, Labour, Conservative, whatever, Republican, Democrat, right? They all intend, their intention is to become more draconian, to use greater, harsher laws against the people because of all the chaos that's coming around, which they're kind of, behind, right? So they're giving themselves extra power to deal with people more brutally, okay, for when all hell kicks off, man. Because like I said, this is just a taster, right? But all hell's going to kick off, right? And they're going to use those powers that they've, they've gathered together. All the executive orders that America was passing behind closed doors, shit. They're going to put these things in place, man. And really go to town on you motherfuckers, man. Specialist equipment, specialist military personnel and all this shit. All right. But anyway, I got to go. Slovakia. So I didn't finish the whole lesson, but you get the point, little winning. So until next time, and I'm going to say shalom. Hope this is edifying. Shalom.